Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Yes!
It's the newest installment in the Assassin's Creed franchise, set in ancient Baghdad, Iraq, following the story of Basim. You may remember him from the pile of
Dritt.
that is Valhalla. I'm just playing. I actually quite liked Valhalla, despite the 70 hours to finish the game. Ubisoft claim that this game is a return to the roots of Assassin's Creed, taking inspiration from the originals and Altair ibn La'ahed's design. And I will start off by saying, I love that they're going back to the Assassin's Creed roots, and this is a step in the right direction. But the real question is, how well was it executed? Hang on, 98.8% of you are not subscribed to my channel? Oh, you're breaking my heart now, lads. No, but in all seriousness, it actually does really help me out. So thanks, big dog. Alright, let's just get back into it. Well, with that being said, Yallah Sadiq. We start off as a little broke boy, sniffing the floors of Baghdad, trying to find a career in the struggling world, stealing money bags from kids. Then turns around and says, "You'll do nothing. You'll do fucking nothing." He then comes across this mysterious woman in a white hood. Ooh. These are the assassins in the hit game Assassin's Creed. Basim then whines to her like a little boy, begging for a job. Roshan turns around and says,
"No, Basim, you can't work for me."
He then stumbles into a deep depression, cries in the corner. After he finishes crying, what does he do? He does the job for the assassins anyway, for free, no payment. You then waddle around and then punch some guys in the nuts. Jab, slip, uppercut, backhand, roll. This is you, bouncing, always. Then you come back to reality, realize you're just a guy, and then get absolutely folded. Then Roshan comes and saves your ass, like, "Come here, Basim, I got you." And just like that, you're an assassin already. Oh my god, wow! You go through training, you get your ass beaten. You get your own pigeon. You get your decorated, glorified butter knives. Then you're told to kill a bunch of people from a cult. Why have I heard this before? You start off as a beta cook and then you become a Giga Chad. It's pretty simple, a bit lackluster. Most of the characters were pretty forgettable. The only character I actually ended up remembering was Basim, and then one guy from Valhalla. Oh yeah, and that woman from Valhalla. Voice acting was a very hit or miss. Start of the game sounded like I was talking to Siri.
Hey bro, I lost my shoes, please can you get me more?
Yeah, no worries bro, I'm gonna go to the mosque and steal some.
Yes, there's a mission where you steal shoes from a masjid. I don't even know what to say to that one, I'm not gonna lie to you. They did have some pretty good bits, to be fair. Admission with Ali when you're going towards the temple to destroy everyone. Kill everybody! The chanting, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. It's nice little details, it's pretty cool. But a lot of the NPCs just sounded like AI. But overall, the story, unironically, was literally mid. Not gonna lie, it was a bit forgettable. But it wasn't bad. It was just, you know, I don't give a fuck! But at least it's got something to do with assassins. I mean, that's a plus. Let's take it. The missions were very Ubisoft. Oh yeah, go over there to that place and then grab an item and then come all the way back and then talk to this guy and then he will tell you to go all the way back and then you kill this guy and then you go back and then tell him how. It's a step in the right direction. All in all, it wasn't bad. It was fine. Stealth. It's the sacred baby of Assassin's Creed. It's what needs to be good, and if it's not good, then it's shit. And in Mirage, it's a very nice. Whoa. Enemy detections, yeah. The AI feels like it may have had a phlebotomy and may have forgotten how to perceive danger. The stealth is very basic, but it's fine because it's decent. But moving around the bushes, getting ready to pry some guy's nuts open, it's pretty satisfying. Movement is quite nice. The assassinations are a bit, okay. They feel assassiny. Ooh, back to the roots, guys! Chain assassinations are, You can assassinate one guy in the group, and the rest of them will just look at you, salivating at the mouth, as their lifeless, glossy eyes stare ahead. Or they decide to poke you in the ass. Basim might also decide to assassinate one guy and then throw a knife at Mach 10 speed at a guy 2 yards away. But when the assassinations actually work, it's fine. The tools are quite good. I ended up using every single one of them every fight. They have a lot of utility. You can do actually a lot of combos where you like assassinate one guy, chain assassinate the other guy, throw a smoke bomb into a group, and then chung chung chung, they all die, and then throw a sleep dart at the other guy and throw him off a cliff. You can get spotted from a mile away and still have enough time to run up to him and stab him in the neck. The guy stands there as a bullet train in a hood, runs towards him and slices his neck, which I'm not complaining about. It's just the AI is stupid. Feels like the AI was made by ChatGDP. Now onto the main critique. Teleportation assassinations. You're given these consumable blue bars, allow you to slow down time. Pick up to 5 guys of your choice, then press the button. Bam. Those guys should just pick dead. Oh, he's 2 buildings away? Don't care. Oh, he's armored from toe to head? Don't care. He dead. And Basim just gets this. He just ascends to godlike level. Ubisoft said that this is because Basim is too fast for the Animus to catch up. Okay, yeah, sure. If Basim is so quick that the Animus can't catch up to him, please just show me how fast Basim is. Arno in Unity, look at these double executions. You can take out 2 people at once. You can't do that in this game. Instead, you've got to slowly watch your Basim teleport from one guy to the other, to the other, to the other, to the other. It just seems like a lazy excuse to give Basim an overpowered ability. This is the same company that got rid of the crossbow in Assassin's Creed 1 for historical inaccuracies.
What the fuck?
Stealth is fun in this game, despite some of its major flaws. This is the best way to play the game. The backlash of Valhalla caused Ubisoft to make a big decision. The combat. They changed absolutely nothing. It's lifeless. It has no impact. It feels like I'm slapping someone with a wet fish. Somehow even worse than Valhalla's combat. Attacking in this game feels like I'm punching someone in my dreams. It feels like they're doing it on purpose at this point. I love charging headfirst in games. I want to kill everybody! I don't even want to do that in this. This combat gives me aneurysms trying to play it. What is this nappy crease, bumperclaw, butterbean's forehead? My sword feels like they just glide across the skin of these guys, giving them a paper cut. And on top of the dumb AI, they have like 1 move. And plus there's only 7 different archetypes of an enemy. There's the guy with the sword. There's a big guy with the sword. There's a guy with a sword that will shoot your bird. There's a guy with a spear. There's a guy with a bow. There's a guy with a big mace. And then there's these pricks. And in all fairness, these are the only guys that cause any type of problem. And then I learned they have 4 moves. But why am I hitting this guy and he stands there unfazed? It's also very easy. Even on the hardest difficulty, you can just heavy attack them and then hit them twice with normal attacks and then they die. And to make it even easier, you can spend an extra, £10 on the deluxe edition and the DLC and get a sword that can slow down time and devour life from the enemy and give it back to you. Or call down the Thunderfucker 4 and just obliterate everyone in the vicinity. Because this is what Assassin's Creed has always been about. I've been telling you this, guys. Don't you remember in Assassin's Creed 2 where Ezio Auditore di Firenze called down an AC-130? Then pulled Excalibur out of his ass cheeks and started slaying all the Doom Eternals? This is what I meant by back to the roots. Seriously, what is this? Parrying still sucks ass. This is the parrying in Mirage. I'm on the edge of my seat. Dodging is also a half-assed effort of trying to be a Dark Souls game. Why is there a stamina bar? The combat lacks flow, it lacks polish, it doesn't look good, it doesn't feel good, and it's just half-assed. Look at this movement. I can have a staring contest with this guy the entire time as he's dazed. Why is he acting like he's just being rocked by Sean Strickland?
What the fuck is this?
Seen some people argue that it doesn't have to be good, it's an Assassin's Creed game. Shit, you fuck! They both should be good. Are parkour. Imagine Mark Henry trying to do a hurdle race underwater. It feels like that. Genuinely though, it's not too bad. It is an improvement from Odyssey and Valhalla, but it is nowhere near Unity's. It's an improvement, we're getting there. To me, this game just feels entirely transitional. It actually does give us a few more set pieces for us to actually use in the world. And at times, these set pieces can actually be pretty good, especially in a chase with guards. I remember there was a moment where I was being chased by guards and I was like sliding down poles, I was sliding down ropes, I was sliding down. The only problem I actually have with it is the delay between jumping between things or climbing. It just feels really slow. I get it's supposed to feel realistic, but you threw that out the bin when you could teleport. It just needs more momentum, needs more variations of jumping in directions like Unity did. The world! Say what you want about Ubisoft. They know how to make a stunning world. I love playing Assassin's Creed, mainly for the world. The city of Baghdad in this game is beautiful. It felt alive. And if you're interested in the culture of Iraq or Islam, then I feel like this game is just a go-to anyway. Anytime I got into a fight, there'd be streets full of people crowded looking at us, and then when the fight got closer to them, they'd run away. Or if I had high notoriety, people would look at me and scream for a guard because I'm a criminal. There was moments where you were running on top of the buildings or on the street and you'd see people playing Salah, or guys dusting off a rug, even some guys going on a smoochy moochie date. My highlight was just walking through the markets, the masjid, and other populated areas. It just felt great to walk through. I remember walking down the streets of the market and hearing a guy speak Chinese, and then merchants barking at me while I'm walking past saying, "I've got some wares for you to buy. Give me money!" I remember if you went by the masjid, you'd hear the azan play in the distance, and it was beautiful. I remember just being stood on top of a minaret and just listening for like a good until it finished, I think. The atmosphere was amazing, and it's no surprise to me that Ubisoft managed to make a beautiful world. The only thing I would have said to improve the world is interactivity with surroundings. Imagine if you could run down the markets and tables would be thrown everywhere. People would throw stuff at you to stop you, or throw stuff at the guards to stop them. Maybe like if I could push a table behind me to stop a guard, or something cool like that. But in layman's terms, the world is beautiful, and it's definitely the highlight for me anyway of this game. It did not disappoint. So overall, Assassin's Creed Mirage's aim was to become more like an Assassin's Creed 1 game. And if you've got half a brain, you can instantly tell that's what they're doing. The setting was great, the world was great, the stealth was alright, the combat was ass, the parkour was meh, and the story was pretty forgettable. But the main takeaway for Assassin's Creed Mirage is that this franchise is trying to get back to the roots. That doesn't mean Assassin's Creed Mirage is the game that has changed a lot. This game allows us to hope that the next games in the franchise will be better. At the end of the day, I did have fun with the game. Perhaps my hopes were a bit too high, but at the end of the day, I'm fine with the game overall. I actually platinumed the game. So due to this, I'm giving Assassin's Creed Mirage a 6 out of 10. If you're looking for a game set in the Middle East with historical accuracies, then you will enjoy this game anyway. If you're looking for a stealth game, it's a fine game to pick up. And if you're looking for a combat game, just don't play this. After that being said, will you play it? And if you have, tell us your thoughts below. And if you've made it this far to the video, comment YALLAH so I know you actually got this far into the video. But that's all. And as always, thanks mate for watching, and I'll see you in the next.